deadly school shooting this morning at the Covenant School in Nashville.
We are protecting these guns and not our kids. And like you said, we're not talking about responsible gun ownership.
Right.
We are talking about taking away some of these deadly guns.
It's not a gridlock problem. It's an enthusiasm for the gun culture on the right.
You're right. It's worse than doing nothing. It's worse than being neutral on the issue. They actually fight to see these things happen.
Ron DeSantis is a coward. Democrat or Republican, there has to be some ground whereby we can ensure that people who do not need guns cannot get them and slaughter our babies.
The possibility of like 1 out of 4 Americans having weapons of war. Weapons of war. And why do they have those weapons of war? Some of them just like to go to a gun range and feel like a real man, because they obviously don't in their regular life. So they have to go to a gun range and shoot AR-15s. Other people love guns. They just do. So they go there for that purpose. They like collecting guns. But the vast majority have been whipped into a frenzy by paranoia.
I've come to the point, and it's very difficult to even think that we live in a country where apparently we value guns over children. We value guns over the lives of fellow human beings. Yesterday, that led to multiple confrontations between Democrats who are urging action and Republicans who are not.
There's a playbook that we should follow, and folks in Tennessee just don't have the courage and the backbone to do it.
I'm thinking about selfishness. Don't take away my guns, even though these families are losing their babies, even though people are being shot with bump stocks and weapons of war. I still have the right to my gun. To be damned, you're dead. Selfishness.
Follow the money. This is what this is all about, the gun lobby. All these people who are selling guns, they make a lot of money off of children's deaths, apparently, in this country.
What bothers me about Second Amendment defenders is instead of being out there trying to solve the problem, they're out there bragging, being like, come get my gun. Come get my gun. You can't take it. Well, listen, Second Amendment defenders, the next generation coming up is not a defender of the Second Amendment, and those are going to go away unless you come to the table and try to figure out how to mitigate this problem.
And whatever your political feelings are, we should not be celebrating the cult of the gun.
We just saw Andrew Clyde from Georgia, who was distributing those AR-15 pins, those rifle pins, that's him again, to a lot of members who were wearing them on the House floor, including George Santos of New York and Anna Paulina Luna of Florida. They were wearing them right here, you can see. I don't understand what might make you rethink your position if it's not going to be dead kids.
You need family members or community members who see that a person is struggling and then proactively reach out to law enforcement to put that process in place in which the guns are taken away from the individual.
Probably about 1,500, maybe even upwards of that, showing out. A lot of young people, a lot of young students skipping school, a lot of parents bringing their young kids here as well.